Daughter of the Crows needs to be on your radar for upcoming must-read books. This is Dan here with my spoiler-free review of Mark Lawrence's upcoming dark epic fantasy. What exactly is Daughter of Crows? No, it's not that. Here is the Goodreads description for Daughter of Crows. The survivor of a brutal academy must exhume her own past in the first book of a new series from the international best-selling author of the Library Trilogy and the Broken Empire series. Set a thief to catch a thief. Set a monster to punish monsters. The Academy of Kindness exists to create agents of retribution, cast in the image of the Furies, known as the Kindly Ones, against whom even the gods hesitate to stand. Each year, 100 girls are sold to the Academy. 10 years later, only 3 will emerge. The Academy's halls run with blood. The few that survive its decade-long nightmare have been forged on the sands of the womb garden. They have learned ancient secrets amid the necrotic fumes of the bone garden. They leave its gates as avatars of vengeance, bound to uphold the oldest of laws. Only the most desperate would sell their children to the kindnesses. But Rue, she sold herself. And now, a lifetime later, a long and bloody lifetime later, just as she has discovered peace, war has been brought to an old woman's doorstep. That was a mistake. What an introduction. This book hit all the right notes for me. It's dark, it's violent, and it features one of my favorite tropes, a school in which kids need to become monsters to survive. I love a rising through the ranks trope. Whether it's Red Rising's Darrow going through the Institute, or even more recently, Viz from the wonderful Will of the Many going through the Academy, I'm always bought in. And let me tell you, the Academy of Kindness makes both of those schools look like a daycare. Yeah, you heard me right. The Academy is brutal, and it's not just dark and horrible to be dark and horrible. There are in-world reasons why the Academy of Kindness is as brutal as its misleading name. Getting back to the plot, the story follows Rue in the present day, while the flashbacks deal with her time at the Academy. This spectrum of ages was really fun to see on display, as present-day Rue is dealing with problems such as joint pain, withering strength, slower reflexes, while in the past, it's problems of anger and rash decisions, typical teenage problems. Mark Lawrence handles these storylines in such a way that I generally did not know which plot line I was more excited to get back to. And that got me thinking about Mark Lawrence as a writer. My first introduction to Mark Lawrence was the Library Trilogy, a series I fell in love with. Excellent prose, wonderful characters, but until I read Daughter of Crows, I don't think I had put a finger on what aspect of the craft I feel Mark Lawrence does best. If you ask me what Sanderson does best, I would probably tell you hard magic systems. Joe Abercrombie nails character work in everything he's done, and Erickson makes world building so engaging in the Malazan series. Mark Lawrence does all this too, don't get me wrong. I just think he shines in his ability to weave his story threads. No, not like that. What I mean is, Mark Lawrence has the ability to weave his narrative in a way that is constantly keeping me on my toes, recontextualizing characters and plot seemingly every few chapters, that more than once made my jaw drop. It kept me turning the pages well into the night when I should have been fast asleep. And I love books that can accomplish that feeling. So if you're looking for a book with wonderful characters, a fantastic world, and a plot that's going to keep you engaged from page 1 to the end, this is the one. Daughter of Crows drops March 24th, and I highly recommend it.